And then another. And then another.
Showtime! Woo! 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 Silent and profiling. It's live!
Every sports report.
Wow.
Woo!
Wow.
The Buffalo Bills, boy, they won a close one, 48-42. We said it. We told y'all that it would be a high-scoring game, a one-score game, and that's exactly what it was. And I see somebody in here early, a Lions fan. We didn't get lucky. That was a great game. That was a back-and-forth game, but we got on you guys quick. And that's really the story of the game. We got up on you guys pretty quick, and you guys had to play catch-up.
I want to hit Gun Guy's comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
Players on IR. Like, we didn't go in banged up. We didn't have our entire secondary.
Oh, yeah.
We lost our linebacker. So let's not play we had too many guys injured.
Listen, Gun Guy, right.
Tip your cap. It was a good game.
Exactly. Lost. There's a lot of injuries. We have a ton. We've been doing with a ton all year. We just got our linebacker back, and he got hurt that game. So, listen. It was a great game. You listen, tip your cap, say great game. Maybe we'll see you in a Super Bowl, right? If both our teams can get there. But dude, come on now. Don't go with the excuse with the injuries or the refs or lucky. That was just a good game, bro. Like, you got to get, because if you guys won, I would have said the same thing. I would not have said, oh, if it was Matt Milano got hurt, this guy got hurt. Like, no, bro. It is what it is. That was a great game. You guys could not stop us on offense, and we had a tough time with your guys' offense as well. But like I said, we got up early. That's really the story of the game. We got up early, and we didn't give up the lead.
All right, lucky.
Yeah, Gun Guy, you've been good, man. Come on now, listen.
If
be
that
humble.
makes him feel better, better, so we got lucky.
Yeah,
we'll take it. That's fine.
I will say this, Gun Guy. One thing you don't know, we're very humble. We may be happy we won. But we're not like that. Win or lose, we don't act like that, bro. We're humble in victory and defeats, bro. So.
Ariel comes in and says, Josh Allen is this team, but my God, our defense is complete ass. When it was 35-14, I was still like, here's the thing. You guys have to remember, we were without half our defense. And the second we went up by 3 scores, our defense changed into that soft zone. Matter of fact, we even put Dorian Williams back out there for that last drive because Balin Spector was lost. And then we lost Bishop. The second we lost Milano and Bishop, the defense changed completely.
Right. See, Gun Guy, too, one thing you don't know, we didn't even have our starting safety say. You want to talk about guys being out. Yeah, or a corner. Like, you have to understand, this is the NFL. This is what happens, right? And the next man has to step up. I know it sucks. I get it. I get where you're coming from. I know it sucks because you never know how the game's going to be with certain players on the field. But we could say that, too. The end result is the end result. You know what I mean? It was a great game. Just say, hey, man, you admit it. It was a good game. Y'all took the L. It's okay. You're a great team. I don't even know why you would be upset. It is what it is.
A couple things I want to hit on early.
Yeah.
One, Dan Campbell calling the early onside kick. He didn't trust his defense to stop Josh Allen.
Yeah, way too early. I'm going to be honest with you. That's going to be talked about
right there.
Yeah, I live in Detroit, guys. Like, if y'all don't know, now you know. That's going to be talked about all week on the radio. 100%. That because listen, it's a 10-point game at that time, Mikey. Mm-hmm. I get it. Like, I understand like the thinking, oh, we can't stop their offense, but 10 minutes, anything can happen. You need one stop, right? Momentum is everything. Huh?
12 at that time.
I'm sorry, 12 minutes. You're right. 12 minutes. We're up 10. Listen, you can't. I understand your defense isn't playing too good at that time, but you can't. It's way too early because you never know what's going to happen. A bad snap, like I'm just saying, anything could happen. I think that you just basically gave us points, and that was a bad decision by Dan Campbell.
No,
and I like Dan
you
Campbell.
got to tip your cap to Matt Collins. That tipped it to himself and took off running down the
That
sideline.
was dude. That
was remind me of the Micah Hyde touchdown back in the day against Miami.
Yeah. By the way, too, that onside kick for the Lions was fucking almost perfection. That was a sneaky, very good onside kick by them. Luckily, we got the ball, but whew, boy, oh boy.
Appreciate you coming back. It's okay. Come in here and fan the way you need to fan. I get today wasn't the greatest from the Miami Dolphins fans, and you guys struggled.
Oh, that's right. The Ape wasn't here last week.
Yeah,
Right,
I appreciate you coming in and eating it. Sometimes you got to eat crow. We've done it many times.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. But we're humble. I'm telling you guys, like, if you don't know, like I said, me and Mikey, we may celebrate a win, we may be happy, or we don't like. We're not poking at anybody or making fun of anybody for a loss, man. It's just not how we do things, man.
I don't understand the hate for Kyrie Elam. I thought he played well today.
I thought he did okay. I didn't think he was terrible. I thought he was okay. Especially for a guy that hasn't seen the field in a long time.
You didn't really see many bombs over.
That's what I mean. Yeah, no. But I really didn't like I didn't like the scheme the whole game by the defense. I thought the beginning
early.
I tell you what, early on we did. So let me take that back. Early on, I liked the scheme of getting pressure, sending exotic blitzes. We finally sent a linebacker blitz, which I said we should in the pregame. We did. Bernard got home, which he normally does on those. And then we went away from it. And then we started becoming what we normally become, which is a soft zone. Let's not give anything big up, but let's give up 7 yards each time. Let's give up 5 and 8 and 9. And it's just, honestly, man, the Lions were just, it was really at one point to score for score. Like I said, it was the problem was the Lions were having to play catch up the whole game. And at that point, going score for score wasn't going to work.
I noticed the McDermott went to his shell defense the second we went up 3 scores. And I hate when he does that.
I can't stand it.
I understand we had just lost Bishop. We had just lost Milano. So I understand why we were having practice squad guys out there, playing safety. Micah Hyde better get ready. He's going to be starting soon.
We need him. I hate to say it, even if he's like 75% of himself, right? Like whatever that he was last week. I'll take it because it was rough. Like Bishop, Bishop back there with Cam Lewis. It was. I'm going to be honest with you. That was rough. It was not. I just didn't like what I saw. I didn't like what I saw today from either guy back there. I understand they were put in a bad predicament, but still, like. I'm not comfortable with those two back there at all. Again, like I just not, man. I think it's time for Micah Hyde to suit up.
Yeah, I thought Bishop played well. And go back and watch it. He wasn't as bad.
I'll have to.
I didn't think Lewis got pushed around because he's small.
He absolutely did.
I would love to see Bishop and Rapp together. But looks like Bishop was carted off the field. Looks like
they said it was cramping, so I don't even know if that's a big deal. He never came back. Okay. Yeah, they said all it was cramping, so he never returned. But if that's all it was, and that's what they said it was, then I would expect him to be fine. You know what I mean? So, but crazy, he didn't return cramp. Man, that must have been some bad cramping.
Yeah. Dallas says, "God, we need 40 to win." You have to remember, we played 2 of the best offenses in football the last 2 weeks.
No, I get that.
If we give up 40 against the Patriots or the Jets, I'll start being concerned about our defense. But
yeah, I'm with you there. But still,
Lions score 37 points a game.
Yeah, they're up there. I mean, their average is 32 a game. So I get it. You're going against a number 1
or 36 a game, something like that.
No, 32. We're right behind.
They said we were in the low 30s.
No. You got that wrong. So if you go in the teams, go ahead and let me hit that super chat real quick. Callie Blitz hitting us up. And you know what that means. It's time. It's time for that Bills train horn. Let's go ahead and hit that thing. Thank you so much, Callie, man. We really, 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 really appreciate that. So, yeah, team stats. So, if you go on to team stats, Mikey, offensive leaders for the team, you're looking at on offense. Let's see here. Scoring. Here we go. So, complete leaders in scoring. Let me go to that. Answer some of those charts. So, yeah. I'm just going under ESPN. Just
32. Okay.
So you pulled it up, right? 32 a game, and then I think we're at 30. So
I'm going to test 32.
So it's 32.1 for the Lions,
so 32
and 30.
Okay.
30.5 for us. Correct.
Okay, and we scored 48. They scored 42.
No, I get it. I understand. That's not my concern. Is I've seen this before against other teams that aren't high-powered offenses. Listen, McDermott gets like this. A lot where he plays this soft zone type defense. Now, mind you, I understand we were missing
this year.
I mean, a little bit less this year, but it's just the way he plays his defense. I mean, we give up some points, Mikey, and we tend to let teams score at the end of games pretty easy. I mean, I don't know what it is. We cannot just close the show a lot of the times. And we have a couple times this year. The Chiefs game was great to see. Us close the show, but man, like we have to do better than that, Mike. You cannot let because look, the end, I get it. Onside kicks, the percentage is very small, but look how close, Mikey, very close to the Lions having an opportunity there because we were just letting the Lions march down the field and just get in the just pretty much letting them. I mean, pretty much. Were guys not wide open, Mikey? Would you rather us play 8, 9, 10
with practice squad guys and let them score on one play?
I'd much rather us play physical defense. Yes,
I would. If they
get after
put Kareem Jackson one-on-one.
Depending on what the score is, we're up
48 yards late.
All right, then I guess just stick with that defense, Mikey. Let's just keep.
We don't have a choice.
Letting them just go downfield.
Say what the fuck McDermott does.
Well, that's my point. I'm not saying that we can't change it. I'm just saying I don't like it. Like, it's crazy that we just allow teams to just go down the field with ease and catch you. You can't play that way every week and expect to win. Like, there's going to be a game
every week, though.
We play a soft zone. That is McDermott's defense pretty much a lot of the times. Like, in general, we play a nickel, a zone type defense. Yes, we do. We absolutely do. We give cushion like no other team gives cushion. We love giving cushion to receivers. I don't get it. What do you mean? Okay, you've been saying it for years. That's the way we play.
I'm not looking at this game and taking it away as like, oh my God, McDermott shit the bed.
I didn't say McDermott shit the bed. I'm just saying that we can't keep playing that way and expect to win. And
I do expect to win. And do I think we're going to play that way all the time? No, I don't. We haven't played that way that much this year at all. But with having practice squad guys back there, I understand why he went to that defense.
Okay. I mean, I get it.
His other options try to play what we played earlier with practice squad guys and have them score in one play. You saw what happened with Amon-Ra St. Brown when we tried doing that earlier. One play, 68-yard touchdown.
I understand. Just saying. I mean, to start the season, we've given up pretty good amount of points, Mikey. Our defense is not as sound as you think.
I don't think it's sound. I'm saying I understand why he did what he did today.
No, I get that. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying when you let teams back in the game like that, when you're giving them pretty much, mind you too. I want to say this too. It's not even like you're letting them like melt the clock away. They're getting chunk yards, man, and driving down the field. I understand not giving up the huge play, but Mikey, like 10 yards, 15 yards, 7 yards, 10 yards. Bro, no clock. The clock's barely going. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying.
It's a shit tackling by the players.
Absolutely. Now, we had a sack. That we should have had on golf.
Multiple third down stops and fourth down stops if our guy just tackles.
I'm not bitching. Listen, guys, man, you don't understand. This was a great
coming
win.
Off as a bitching.
Yeah, it's not, Mikey. The offense was great. But the defense has to be better. What's wrong with saying that? Okay, fine. You know what, guys? The defense was fucking awesome today.
No, I'm not saying the defense was awesome. I'm saying shit happens against one of the
That's
best.
not shit. That's two back-to-back games where we gave up 40 points.
There's a difference though between what happened against the Rams and what happened against the Lions. There's a giant difference, and if you can't see the difference, there's a bigger problem.
So let me ask you this. Hypothetically, we don't get the onside kick. They get it. They win the game. Let's just say hypothetically that happens. Are you upset that the defense
that our special teams coach is still there?
Well, he's terrible. But I'm just saying, like,
am I upset? Listen, would I have been upset? I would have been upset we lost. I don't know if I would have been upset because we were playing with Kareem Jackson at safety.
Yeah. No, I get it. I listen. I'm going to give that a pass. This game, I understand that. I just got to see better moving forward, I guess, from the defense. I don't know. That's all I'm saying. Like
next week.
Yes. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Against the Patriots. If they're dropping 28 or 30 against our defense,
swear to God,
I will absolutely say, Tommy, you're fucking right. They're dog shit, and there's nothing.
I don't want you to admit I'm right, and I don't want you to say they're dog shit. You said it. Matter of fact, you said it on Friday Night Lights when I said, isn't this like a top 10 defense? You're like, no, that's a 15th ranked. And I'm like, okay, so maybe it's not as good as I thought. That's my point. This defense under McDermott, who's a defensive-minded head coach, regardless if it's backup, starters, has not played as good as we would want it to be for considering we have a defensive-minded head coach. That's all I'm saying. Like, games should not be like this. And I'll say it again. Our offense, I hope to God, Mikey, remains hot going into the playoffs because that is exactly what we will need to win games. I promise you. It won't come down to defense.
Yeah. It's going to be our offense. Our defense is middle of the pack. It is. It is what it is. We put a lot of money on there, but it's the middle of the pack.
Yeah.
But guess what? It did well enough that we were able to beat the Lions.
It did, yes. And I'll give them credit because they did start the game off, and they were, man, that's what I wanted to see.
Animal.
Ed Oliver was great today.
It also doesn't help that the refs just stuck their flags in their pockets.
Yeah, there was some BS
like left and right.
Yeah, there were some holes out there. Yeah. But you know what? Overall, I didn't think they did terrible today. I didn't. I thought the refs
didn't cost anybody anything. At the end of the day.
Yeah. I thought.
Man, I watched a lot of holds during those last few drives where they were just taking chunks. Our guys were getting by and they were just reaching out and grabbing and pulling them down. And there was no flags.
Yeah. Like I said, I don't think the referees had much to do with this game.
And then they called that cheap holding on Edwards when Josh threw the final touchdown. I'm like,
that was bullshit.
That's what bothers me about the refs. Like, if you're gonna, keep them in your pocket, keep them in your pocket.
Yeah.
Just make it the same both ways. That's all I give a shit about.
I'll tell you what, though. Maybe going against these bad teams coming up, 2 games against Patriots, one against the Jets. Maybe this defense will tighten up and maybe get a little bit of mojo, right, going into the playoffs. Right, get that mojo back that they can. What I'm concerned about too. Another thing I'm concerned about is Milano getting hurt, hamstring. Injuries, guys. Was it groin? It was still groin injuries. Same shit. So you never know how long.
Dorian's back, and I think Dorian's actually playing better than Milano is.
But I thought Dorian went out of the game.
He came back for that last.
Oh, did he? Okay. So that's good. At least that's good news because I didn't really think Milano was. Now he did recover the fumble, but I didn't think I think he's been off to a kind of a rocky.
I thought he actually
played
better today than he's played the last.
Did he play better than last week for sure? But I still don't think he's
not back to all pro Milano.
But he's not exactly, and I don't know if this sets him back with the groin injury. You get what I'm saying?
Well, the thing we have Dorian.
We have no idea how long.
I'll tell you one thing: Braylon Spector does not need to be on the field at all. That guy cost us so many touchdowns.
Oh no, he was bad today.
Horrible.
Yeah, he was bad today. He was bad today.
Real bad today.
Yeah, but let's talk about the good because we've been. I don't want to come across like this is a great win.
If it wasn't for self-inflicted wounds, Lions win easy.
That's not true, man. Listen, you guys got down.
Okay.
So I'm guessing you're a Lion. Let me respond to that. You're a Lions fan. So let me tell you something. You guys got down quick early. It happens. It's the NFL, right? You guys were playing catch up the whole game. You don't think we had some self-inflicted wound? It works both ways. You have to tip your cap once in a while to the opposition, bro. If you guys win that game, I'm the same way. I'm tipping my cap. Yes, we're going to talk about what we did wrong or right. Obviously, I get that. But at the end of the day, bro, these were two of the best going at it. And it is what it is. And maybe we see you guys again, but don't come with excuses. Don't do that. Like that's
we also left a touchdown at the end of the first half on the board because we decided not to quarterback sneak it.
Exactly. And you don't think that was a mistake? And we missed the field goal. Y'all missed the field. It happens.
Then we got back-to-back penalties that pushed us back. You know, I mean, there's been multiple things. Both teams
absolutely exactly, and that's football. That is football for you. Yeah. It happens. So listen, don't do that. Like you should come out of this game going, man, that was a fucking hell of a game. We went against, one of the top 5 teams in the NFL, however you want to see us. And we went against, and I've been giving you guys credit all year long and saying, I feel like you guys are playing the best football in the NFL leading up to this game. And that's okay, bro. It wasn't like you lost to bums. Stop, man. Come on. It was a good game. It was a fun game.
It was. Cato comes in and says, you see McJoe put Spector in over Williams. Williams left the game with a elbow injury. He put him back in the game when we needed it. But we were also up 3 scores when he took him out. So
he was hurt
for him to be in there nursing an elbow. When we needed him, he went back in. So,
exactly. Yeah. We're cool with that.
That's not a McDermott thing.
Exactly. Man, I didn't know. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this, man. I didn't know Lions fans are so salty, bro. Guys, I'm in Detroit. I live here. I'm from Detroit.
You have to remember,
and most Lions fans are Mikey. I'm just saying, most Lions fans I know, and a lot of them are my friends down here. Are respectful, and they understood going into this game that it was going to be close. Like, I cannot believe the amount of Lions fans that we've been getting over the last 2 days that have been. Now, some of you guys have been cool, but some of you guys have just been just way out there with your takes. Right? It's surprising because usually, honestly, Mikey, Lions fans are humble, bro, because they understand that they haven't been good in a long time. Same with Buffalo. Like, I feel like now, listen, there's some Bills Mafia that are assholes too. No doubt about it. I'm sure of it. But I'm just saying, like, bro, like, we understand what we went through. We were a bad team for a long time, just like Detroit. Detroit team has suffered for a long time. So just enjoy that you're a good team, a great team, and it was a great game. Don't be salty. Like, damn, dude, I can't believe how people act like that.
Yep. Remember 5 weeks ago when most of us thought ending up 3-1 after the 4-game gauntlet was a win for the Bills? Yeah. And we went 3-1 over that 4-game gauntlet. It's a win for the Bills.
Exactly.
I will tell you. You also have to remember the Lions fans probably are a little bit saltier today than normal because they have the Vikings right on their ass.
No, and I said that pregame. I said, you know what? This game for me, I think it's the pressure's on Detroit way more than Buffalo. Mm-hmm. And I said that even Friday because they lose this game, which they did. They got to play Minnesota again. And who knows? Listen, they could go from the 1 seed, to what? Down to 3rd, 4th? They could really drop depending. And then they got Chicago. Now, I think they'll beat Chicago, but it's still a division game, and you never know how those go. And they just played a tough game against us. So usually these kind of tough games, you don't have great performances after because you kind of wear yourself out a little bit. But I still think they should win. But that Minnesota game is going to be really important for Detroit.
It's going to be fun.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like most of the divisions, are coming down. That's going to be fun to watch down the stretch.
Triggs, I wasn't nervous because the percentage is very low.
You know what? I got to tip my cap to Bates on that last onside kick, man.
Dude.
And Teron Johnson's just a stud.
And he got back on it. I have to go watch that again because I think, listen, they had that was a great design. Shout out to that special team. Shout out to their kicker, one, right? Yep. Who's, by the way, a new kicker in the NFL. It's not like he's been doing this forever. And boy, that was about as close as you're going to get, boy. And it is what it is. Now, I'm not worrying about Lions fans, Scott. I live in Detroit, and it's just disappointing. You have to understand that. Like I'm from here. I know the pain. I totally understand. So I'm just a little disappointed is all. Yeah. I'm not worried about them.
Jason says, Mikey, they're now saying Allen's getting X-rays. It doesn't surprise me. Allen got battered around today.
Oh, really? Wow. Getting X-rays on what?
I don't know. Someone said that. That's
never
good.
Saying
it's just precaution.
Okay, because I didn't see unless it was that last run.
Oh, I
That one he
thought if he's
did.
getting X-rays, it'd be for that hit that he took when he jumped when he did
Oh
the jump throw.
yeah.
Man, that dude blasted him.
Yeah, I did. I'll tell you what. We're gonna get to the good because I mean I know we've been back and forth, but I did not like that last series. There was a lot of miscues where we could have scored a touchdown. I get that the refs call some whatever holding, but it was a little. We should have scored there. You know what I mean? It was we just penalty and this and that. Like touchdown there ends the game.
Yep,
touchdown ends the game.
Touchdown in the first half instead of going to chip shot, missed extra points.
But I mean, little things like that. You know what I mean, guys? Like little plays like that. We're not even worried about an onside kick at that point. You get what I mean?
No, I get you. But it doesn't surprise me against the Lions, who's probably going to be the team that comes out of the NFC. Between the Lions and the Eagles, most likely.
They're
it doesn't surprise me that Dan Campbell had his guys fighting till the very, very end. That doesn't surprise me at all.
They're a really, really well coached team. I hated the onside kick. That was terrible. And that will be talked about here. But other than that, I just love how the players fight. They fight, boy. They fight and fight. I love that about Dan Campbell's team.
Well, most of them are cool as hell. Because imposter syndrome. I count as an asshole. Yes, you'll always count as an asshole, Spin, but it's okay.
Nah, you're a good dude, man.
Milano growing. Yes, Milano's growing. I don't know what happened to Bishop. They said cramps, but he didn't return.
Yeah, they said cramps on at least on CBS. They did, but I will find out later. I'm sure.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, Cato. I think we should go with Rapp and Bishop. But I have a feeling it's going to end up being Rapp and Hyde when it's all said and done.
How long's Hamlin expected to be out, though?
No one thought he was going to be out today. That was surprising.
All right, so we'll see. Maybe we'll find out.
The injury I'm worried about is Spencer Brown.
Yeah, I know.
Because when he hit him weird with his neck. And
seemed like he had a stinger.
When he's walking off, he kept almost like a pinched nerve.
He had a stinger. It looked like they were trying to rub, the trainer was getting behind his neck. I think he'll be okay. It was a stinger. I'm not too concerned. It's not a leg injury or anything like that. Spencer Brown, tough dude, man. He'll be back.
Yep.
And if you have to keep him out one game against the Patriots, or even two,
we have.
Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. I'm cool with that. You know what I mean? Like right now, against Patriots and Jets, you can rest some people that are a little banged up. I think we'll get away with it.
We did. We ran a lot early. We ran a lot of cover 2 man, and it messed with them because we don't do that. But we were able to do that because of the players we had in there. Elam's a man corner. Benford can play man. Douglas can't play man. He's not a man corner.
No.
It helped having the more athletic guys back there.
I was surprised Elam was out there because everything they were saying it, and Elam, the way he was talking, was like he wasn't going to even play. It seemed like Ingram was going to take that spot, but no, I mean I didn't think he played terrible.
Yeah, number 7's a ball hawk. Yeah, Sharon was a dog today. He had a tough matchup. He did. Amara is one of the best in the.
No, he's a dog too. He's physical, really good. Dropped some passes.
We weren't talking about you.
No. I'm not talking about you, bro.
We weren't saying you were salty.
Yeah. No.
We had some Lions fans on earlier Friday night tonight who were a little bit salty about it. That's all we were talking about.
Right, and that's not right. And I get the self-inflicted wounds, but we had the same. It goes both ways. You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying you're salty. I'm just saying
that wasn't at you.
Correct.
You're saying that it was just luck that we won.
Right.
Well, that's a little salty.
Yeah, exactly.
That's a little salty. But it is what it is. I almost wish I didn't block that one guy and see if he came back. Now,
the one guy that was running,
he was talking,
running his mouth. Once again, that's why I don't do that, bro. It's just so dumb. Say your points. I get it. Be confident, but damn, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Karma. That's gonna bite you, man. Hey, you blocked him, but either way, James Cook had a good game. 14 carries, 105. I'm not gonna knock him.
Shoulder. Triggs, what are you talking about? It says throwing shoulder.
I'm guessing
he's having X-rays on his throwing shoulder.
That's not good. I didn't hear that. I'll have to look that up on, good old Twitter is our news feed. Let me pull it up. Let me see
Oh,
what's getting with the chat.
Spence says, why not go for the field goal at the end of half? Tommy, you want to knock McD? That's what you can knock him for. Yeah, I didn't understand why he didn't give him a chance for the 66-yarder either. The one thing that's
in a
positive about
dome.
Bass is he has a
Right.
big leg.
Yeah, and matter of fact, if you go back to his kickoffs, bro, he was kicking them through the fucking upright. He was kicking them through the field goal post.
God, I hope Joe Brady isn't gone, but man, the way he's scheming this offense, I can see one of those teams wanting him as their head coach.
I don't see anything on Josh Allen and an injury. Just a heads
should only
up.
attempt 40-yarders from now on. It's been my listen. Bass is gonna have a hiccup, but he made the rest of them, and at the end of the day, that's all. It didn't cost us. I like the onside kick. Yep, 66-yarder for Bass. If they would have tried before half, I would have let Bass try it. At 61, he made it was halfway up.
I would.
Wasn't in a dome.
Why not give him? Why not give him an
better than running just a stupid, dumb, tunnel screen that wasn't going to go anywhere?
So this is what I got 14 minutes ago. Josh Allen went into X-ray room after win against the Lions. Only precautionary after taking a funky fall. He is good. Nothing to be concerned about. So I mean, everything they're saying is fine. So I mean, we'll find out more. But Josh Allen's a tough kid, man. Like I'm not too concerned there.
Sonny with the super chat. Thank you, brother.
Oh, let me get to that. Let me get to that real quick. Thank you, brother.
Yes, appreciate that.
Yeah, so let's talk about that because that's a good segue. He earned it. He had to stamp it, right?
Media said if Josh can beat the Lions and have a good game, he would, that would, they wanted to wait. That would seal the MVP. So let's see if they move the goalpost on him again.
Right. He's due. Guy, stop. Enough's enough. He should have won it at least once already. Listen, man. That's it. You have to give it to him. The records he's breaking, the things he's doing out there.
4 this week. Sorry, he didn't get the 6. He only got the 4.
Right. Let's all be real when we talk about Josh Allen. Even outside fans, y'all know he's a real deal, and he is a nightmare for defensive coordinators. They understand this. So it's due. It's overdue. It's past due. Whatever you want to call it. Give it to him. Like I said, I'm sure for him it's awesome, but we all know what he wants, right? And that's a Super Bowl. So, but it would be great for him to get it.
You know what? Let's talk about that. That run defense, 15 carries, 48 yards. Now the Bills early played the too high man, which really helped.
I'll get rid of it.
And Josh Allen was just in fuego because that's what Josh Allen's been the last few games, and put us up to where they couldn't run. But when they tried, their longest run was 13 yards. Yeah,
that was the problem. They got down quick. That's what I said.
Cook had Goff had to throw 59 times today.
Yeah, 59, man. Allen 34. So we were way more balanced than them.
34 runs, 34 passes.
And let's talk about one guy in particular too, Ty Johnson. Holy crap! First half, and bro, some of those catches were really good. They weren't easy, bro. He made some diving catches that were tough for a receiver to make. I thought, you know what, too? I thought our receivers made some hella catches today, and Dawson Knox. Dalton Kincaid. Was it the Dawson Knox who made that one catch that was Allen overthrew him? Or was that Kincaid? I think it was Knox, right? One-handed. Yeah, unbelievable. Great catch, man, because Allen did overthrow him. But Knox made up for it, and you need that sometimes. That's what your teammates got to pick up sometimes, So,
yeah,
good stuff.
I'd have liked the bomb field goal. I would have liked the bomb field goal too. Amari didn't even get targeted.
I was shocked. Yeah.
Listen, I mean, outside, Keon got 2, Kincaid got 7, Johnson got 5, Knox got 3.
You want to pull it up?
Got 7.
Pull up the stats for the hell of it.
And then everybody else got 2 or 3. Amari just wasn't part of the game plan today.
He wasn't, and that's okay. Like it's
Yeah.
not going to always be. He's out there, and he'll get his game. He'll have his moments. But today, it is what it is, man.
You know
I'm sure the
best part
Lions
about
are.
it is?
Hmm.
And I don't mean to cut you off there. The
No,
best
it's
part
fine.
about it is he wasn't throwing a fit on the sidelines.
Exactly. Because at the end of the day, it's a team game, guys.
It is. It's about
All right.
winning.
Absolutely.
The salty one was Tony Romo. Did you hear his comments? No.
I heard a lot of comments today because he was on the. But no, what do you say? Refresh us. What do you say?
66 yards, no TDs. Yeah. How about James Cook? 14 carries, 105 yards, including a big 41-yarder to open the second half.
No, it was good. That was a big play.
He didn't have a ton of carries. We used all three of our backs. But, man, James Cook was good today.
You want to go down? We'll go down to the stats. Let's go down to stats, and then we'll all
right.
We'll break it
Allen, 23 of 34, 362, 2 touchdowns.
Yep.
Goff, 38 59, 494, 5 touchdowns.
Whew. He had a good game. That was a great game for him.
He did what he had to do.
No turnovers.
He had to keep throwing. Yeah.
Yeah, no turnovers either.
Cook had 14 for 105, 2 touchdowns. Josh Allen, 11 for 68, 2 touchdowns. Davis, 7 for 15. Johnson, 2 for 9. Gibbs,
I do like the 7 carries, by the way, for Ray. Not to cut you off, but I do. Like I've been saying that, and I said that pregame. I want to see Ray Davis get at least 7 carries, and they did just that. Like even though it wasn't spectacular, but
run a little bit more.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
I thought we got a little too pass heavy in the second half.
We did
when we should have been, trying to milk the clock. But they were playing the run with man to man, so that's why we were throwing. They were daring us to throw the ball, so I understand it. But Gibbs had 8 for 31. Goff had 2 for 13. Montgomery had 5 for 4.
Now he got hurt early on and came back.
Yeah.
So still, maybe he just
15 carries total for 48 yards.
Yeah. And what was what we said early on, like when we said on Friday, I said, and I think you said it too, is just let's make him try to be one dimensional, take away the run, take away the run and let Goff beat you. Now, mind you, Goff, he came close, right? But it's fell short either way. But we did that part at least, right?
Yeah.
Right?
So we'll get to this, Connor. We'll get to the Ed Oliver and team up front, who I thought played fantastic today. Even with the 42 points we gave up, it wasn't because the front wasn't getting pressure, because they were.
No, they were. They were.
Ty was 5 for 114. I thought the way Joe Brady used them was fantastic all day.
Yeah. Yep.
Keon Coleman had 1 for 64 on 2 targets.
Mm-hmm.
It was a beautiful one. Too bad we couldn't execute and score the touchdown on it. Kincaid 4 for 53. Knox 2 for 42. I loved that these guys had 6 on 10 targets for almost 100 yards. I love that we used Knox today with Kincaid.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish Kincaid would read Josh a little bit better. Like there was one where Josh missed him on a crossing route because Josh wanted him to.
I saw that,
and he kept running. Like
I saw that one.
Feel the zone, brother, and sit down.
Right. Yeah.
It's like he just doesn't have that yet. That feel for sitting down.
No, not yet.
Cook was 1 for 28. Cooks was a big one too. Hollins was 1 for 7, and Samuels was 1 for 1.
I had no idea. St. Brown had that
2.
193.
Woo. Yeah, he had 14 for 193 and touchdown.
18 targets. Holy shit.
He was a monster today.
Yeah, Sam Laporte. I didn't even know Laporte had 111.
Well, all Laporta's was in that late game garbage time stuff when we were up
when we were giving up cushion. Yeah, but still, oh man.
Same with Gibbs and Laporta, and like these guys all got most of these in that.
They were taking that. Taking that short. This what we were giving them pretty much. What we were giving them. Yep.
So overall, I love the Don Skipper touchdown. I love that play call. It was such a good play call.
I'm like, of course that happened. Dude, he tried. Man, I would not want to tackle that dude, man.
I didn't see Saquon stats. I haven't looked. How did that?
Somebody said 90 yards or something like that. I saw.
Did they win?
I could be wrong, but.
I don't even know.
I thought I saw somebody say 90 yards earlier in the chat.
But yeah, so let's keep signing down. Let's get into those defense.
All right, let's do it. We did have a key fumble, by the way, that Milano did recover.
That was a great job by.
That was huge in that part of that game because I think that led to a touchdown. Correct, or was that the field goal? The
I think it
touchdown,
was a
right?
touchdown. I
Okay.
think it was one touchdown.
Okay. So St. Brown, that was really his only mistake of the game. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it was a clean fumble, too.
Philly
So here's the
won.
defense.
Okay. That's good. That's 65 yards, which probably with the way that Josh played today and with the way that, the yards that they had in the win, chances are Josh secured. Unless he completely falls off the map over the next 3 games, which I don't see that. Josh pretty much locked up the MVP. Although Lamar had 5 touchdowns, so they're going to say, oh, my God, Lamar's back in it.
And to Goff's credit, even though I don't think he'll get it, he had himself a year too so far.
Yeah, he did.
It was a great game by him. He had a really good game.
Cook was great today. I'll give you that. But let's talk about this defensive line. Let's talk about this defensive line.
Sure.
Ed Oliver was a man-child today.
He stepped up.
We said we needed it. Keys of the game was on this defensive line. You saw Rousseau, you saw Vaughn, you saw Oliver. We saw Solomon there at the end getting pressure.
Oh, I wish he should have had it, man. He had that in his hand. Just missed him, man.
I thought, you saw Jordan Phillips chasing dudes down. I think
Phillips
Jordan
played good today.
His energy brings something to this team.
Yeah.
I thought, Smoot being back helped. He batted a ball down. I was impressed with the defensive line for the most part.
No, the line definitely
our secondary struggled today, but I expected that with a bunch of backups in. To what our defensive line I thought was really solid all day today.
No, the line was good. The line was fine. The secondary is concerning a little bit right now.
After the last 2 weeks, Allen only needs 202 to break the 4K. At one point, he needed 269 to break the 4K.
There you go.
And he's and I think he only needs three or 4 touchdowns to break the 40 over the next 3 games.
I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe I have to look at the total stats.
3 or 4. I think he needed 7. I think so. He has 3 or 4 to break the 40 again. Tommy has to agree with me. Cook wasn't dynamic enough today.
No, he was really good today. Listen, I always give credit where credit is due. If a player plays well, even if I don't like him, listen, I don't like our punter, and I thought our punter punted good today. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just saying, I'll always give credit where credit is due, even if I don't like that particular player or coach. If a coach coaches well, calls a good game plan, I'm going to give him his due. So, no, James Cook had him a good rebound game from last week, and so did the defensive line as well.
AJ's got to come off the bench. I think Smoot should start. I really do.
I agree. AJ is not for him.
He was starting. He was starting. Smoot was starting before he got hurt. So, AJ's a fantastic rotational guy, and I think he should just continue to stay in that role.
Yep. I agree.
How do we do this against the Lions, O-line, and shut the bed against the Rams? The Rams the difference was we shut the run down today, and we got up on them.
We got up. That was the key, I think. It really did. Getting those 2 stops early on,
also,
and then and responding. No, he's not. He's not, and he doesn't roll out he's not like a guy that can. Now, mind you, he did get away from some sacks today, which I wasn't happy about because he's slow as shit. He did fumble one, I believe. But did they get the ball back on that? They did. They recovered the fumble, I believe, on that one. But still, you see what happens when he's under pressure. He's very sloppy with the ball. He doesn't hold the ball well. But you're right. There is a difference between Stafford and I'm not saying Stafford is fast, but he's better. He's a little bit more mobile and getting out of the pocket than Goff.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about that, Dan. We didn't have a practice all week.
No, we had a half a day of practice on Friday,
which was basically a walkthrough.
Yeah. So, I mean, once again, not trying to use an excuse. We're not going to do that, but those are facts as well.
Bummer. Nick Chubb broke.
No way. Today. Oh, poor dude.
Oh, that's such a bummer.
Break. And that might be. I'm not saying it, but damn, that's not good. He's gone through it, man.
Yeah, our D-line was winning out the gate, and we said it as a key to the game. Our D-line had to win today, And listen, they did what they had to do, I know the game looked a lot closer than it was, but it wasn't. The Bills dominated this game all day.
Yes, on offense, I don't think we dominated so
On
much
defense, we gave up 14 points in the first half.
No, I understand that. We gave up 14, then we gave up 28 in the second.
We gave
I'm
up
just saying.
21 in the fourth. The first 3 quarters, we dominated this game. We were
I
up
understand
3
that.
scores going into the fourth quarter.
I get that, but if you look at I'm just saying total team stats and stuff. You look, it winded up. I wasn't.
I would
listen.
love.
I think we dominated
quarter by quarter.
Yeah, I
'Cause they
think we.
did
I
most
think
of
we
this
had a.
work in the fourth.
I think we dominated the first without a doubt with those early 3 and outs by the Lions. I thought we definitely won the first half in total, right? The way we played. I thought the second half, the third quarter, I thought we won. I thought the fourth quarter was not so hot for us. That's when the game started getting a little tight. Yeah, defensively, yeah.
Yeah.
That's when we started to let them creep in. And then also too, not scoring a touchdown there at the end, a field goal, and then you're just kind of
we didn't get aggressive at the end. Like we should have stayed aggressive and it wouldn't have been close. But we just settled for the field goals rather than staying aggressive. And they would have probably kicked field goals if they weren't down. Because they like, how many fourth downs did they convert on?
They converted on a 4th and 10. I was pissed too on that one too. I'm like, Jesus. But you know what? Credit to them. That was a great little lateral play. That was a nice design. They did that
hook and ladder.
They did that earlier in the season. I think they did that like 2 weeks ago. The hook and ladder. Last week against Green Bay
against the right defense.
Yeah.
No, it was earlier against Green Bay.
I thought it was against Green Bay. They did that. Okay.
It was the first Green Bay game.
Okay.
Yeah. Smoot made a huge difference. Smoot does make a huge difference, especially in the run game. Smoot and Groot together are fantastic.
I'm glad to have him back, and I don't think he was a little rusty, but I think he's going to get better because remember his first game back. Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Super chat. Lions
hey,
all right, that was a hell of a game. I knew this would be a battle. No excuse here. I hope we meet you guys in the Super Bowl. Fox Boy, I hope so too.
Yeah, and I'm still going to hit the Bills train horn, even though it's our train horn. Only because you. We do that every super chat, by the way. I'm not like trolling or anything like that.
So we appreciate the super chat.
Thank you so much.
And it was a fantastic game. It's what you would expect to see from the top 2 offenses. Like going in, everybody said this is going to be a high scoring game. I don't know how either defense, can stop the other one.
Listen. I put us under 40 because I didn't want to jinx us. Every time I pick 40, seems like we play bad. So I think pregame I said 38, 33.
Makes me pick the Lions 37-27. I'll never listen to him again.
I never said that. Never. I've never say that. But I had it a 5-point game. I mean, it was a 1-score game. I mean, at the end of the day, it was a very good game.
Told everyone to bet their mortgage on the over, right? I mean, it was.
I played. So I did a parlay. I'll be honest with you. I played the plus on the points because I trusted the Bills, but I knew that it could go either way. I knew this was going to be possibly whoever had the ball last. But I did take the points for Buffalo. So smart betting by me on that one.
Connor says, yeah, his big pieces is D-line and underrated signing that I don't think anyone has said had a decent impact. At our break, when we went through it, I talked big about Smoot and how much of an impact he's had and how much I think he'll impact down the line when he gets back because he was starting to really come on when he got hurt. Tommy is
no, because I picked 40 twice now. We've played bad when I pick 40. I ain't doing that again. I'd rather be wrong and I score again in the high 40s and I picked 30. Sorry, I picked 30, 35 or 38.
Yeah,
I picked 38. Sorry.
Whereas the top 2 offenses playing each other's banged up secondaries. Points. That's all you're gonna get. And that's what it was.
That is true. You're right.
Is what defense could, make the few stops, and it was the Bills.
Yeah. Early on, it's yep. It's tough
to break the record.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's tough to come back. We talked about this, like we were doing that earlier in the season, being down like 10, early. 14, 7. Yeah, early, especially when you go against a team that has a good offense. Like you could get away with that against the Jets, because the Jets offense isn't that great, right? I think we were down the Jets, I believe, earlier in the season. You can get away with that with bad teams, but Lions, Bills, like going down by 10, 14, it's tough. That's a tough ask. And you got to play pretty much perfect football. And the Lions almost did. I got to say, the Lions offensively almost did. But I will say this, the fumble was costly. Remember when I said perfect football? They didn't play it because they had a fumble, a key fumble. So imagine they don't fumble there and they go down and score. Like, we could be talking different right now. Just throwing that out there. That's a key moment in the game. So, yeah, when defenses aren't holding up.
Jumping off sides, Dawkins, false starting.
Yeah, same with us. Yeah.
Edwards had a few penalties today that cost us.
Yeah,
the
he's our
weakest
link
at the
for
end.
sure.
Yeah.
Edwards is definitely our weakest link on the O line, but I don't think he's bad.
He's still an average offensive lineman in this.
Yeah, he's an average off. Exactly. Yeah,
he's just not as good as the rest.
He's the weakest link on the line. That's all. He's the.
It tells you we got a good O line.
Absolutely.
Mike comes in and says the Bills should break the record next week for the most consecutive 30-point games. They can't hang 30 on the Pats. Give me a break, right? 90 points. Wow, great game for both number ones going teams. Smash that like. Yeah, it was. They called this a Super Bowl preview, and honestly, I could see that.
It sure as fuck looked like one. Like, ain't nobody coming out of this game going, that was an exciting game. Like, that was a fucking fun game, and it came down to an onside kick that almost was recovered. That might have been, like, I know they said the Rams game last week might have been like one of those games of the, like, exciting. I don't know. This game here was pretty damn exciting. Better.
This was the this
I
took
think so.
over the Rams game.
I think
for
so.
The highest scoring game.
I mean, everything. The ending was nuts.
Yeah. I mean, Connor's not wrong here either. Josh had 4 TDs, and we got snubbed on one of the, one of his best improvised ones. The jump shot, his jump shot TD.
Yeah. I was like, weird shit. I text Mikey, wow, and then, disappointing.
That jump shot TD was crazy. Like, I've seen him do the chest pass one.
That was a crap call.
Against the Patriots a few years back. But that jump shot one, because it was way deeper than the one before.
No, this one, was impressive.
I didn't see the holding either, but it is what it is.
I didn't see it either.
I don't think they called one pass interference today. There was multiple pass interferences on both sides, but they didn't call any of them. Who did they call pass interference on?
I think there was. Might have been on us. I wish I can go back. How do I find that out? I don't know if I could find that out, but I'm pretty sure there was.
Super chat. Love the show, boys. Mafia for life. That's right.
Oh yeah, let me hit that. Let me hit that because that's super chat. Thank you.
Coleman got a PI on the 1 yard line.
There it is. Okay, you're right. Okay, was it Coleman? Did Coleman get the pass interference? What was? I know there was. I'm pretty sure there was.
There wasn't many. That's for sure. There wasn't many defensive holdings in the secondary.
I wish I could.
But no secondary guy was close to a receiver all day for any team. So the guys were running all by themselves all day long. We finally won game of the year, right? That doesn't happen very often that we win these shootouts. Allen loses these a lot of times. With him sitting on the sideline, the other team goes down and scores.
Right.
Detroit, PI gave us the ball at the 1 yard line to Coleman in the first half. Okay.
There you go.
Is that the one where we didn't tush push it?
I think it was. That was, I don't understand why that was odd Brady moment there. Because I thought Joe Brady called a really good game, but that was a weird sequence.
I bet you he wishes he had that one back.
Absolutely. That was just a funky sequence by him. But yeah.
So I thought we played well. Across the board.
No.
We had to play well to beat the Lions. The Lions are a top 3 team in the NFL.
Yeah.
Even with the injuries that they have, they're still a top 3 team in the NFL.
I said it going in. They had injuries on the defense. So did we. And I know Lions fans, and I get that. Lions fans are going to concentrate on their team. They're going to see who their guys are out, but they don't know our guys either, right? So they're not going to know that we had key guys missing. We had guys going out. Like, we are in the same boat. Like, I get it. I understand you guys have had a lot of injuries throughout the weeks or whatever, but we have also added, like, stacked injuries up on this team. And I said it going into this game. I felt like the offense had to play perfect, almost damn near perfect to get a dub. And I think Detroit the same way. I think the Detroit Lions had to play almost perfect ball because this was going to be a high-scoring game. We said it. And anyone that took the over, you were smart on this game. The over was 54.5. And that was an easy bet to make if you took the over. And I knew that was happening.
Also, the fact that Denville had the play of the week being totally normal deep pass from Lamar to Bateman when Josh did the same thing with TD to Keon, but it was a deeper pass. That's the NFL. Lamar is their love child.
Yeah. By the way, Keon I almost thought he wasn't going to go down.
He was trying not to. Right. He was trying to get in. Mac was there trying to push him in.
Yeah.
If they didn't grab his leg, he would have. If they would have stayed high and not gone down to his legs, but one fell off and tripped him up.
Yeah, they did get some starters back in that game.
Yeah, but they also lost 2 of the 3 that they got back during the game.
You're right. In the game, they lost like
that
was huge. That was a big loss.
Then they lost 2 guys in their secondary, so they also had injuries like we did.
And I think it was like a non-contact, which is never good with his leg. I don't know what happened. And then one guy broke his foot. Broke his ankle or whatever.
Yeah, that was nasty.
Yeah. I mean, it
NFL
sucks,
loves
guys.
Lamar in the media. Yeah, I don't get it. I don't understand it. Lewis played like Douglas did last week. Gave up away, so we gave up. That's why we gave up way too many. Stop the shit defense. Lewis was out muscled. He's too small to play safety.
Yeah, I thought he
was
did good
back there in a pinch.
Yeah,
I thought he did the best he could. But he's not a safety. He's really a dime defender in the slot.
Yeah, I thought he did well when he filled in for Tehran, but that's a better position for him. Safety, he was just undersized.
I did not see us, especially in the fourth quarter, I did not see us go to dime at all. Why didn't we go to dime defense today? In the fourth quarter, when we knew they had to throw, we kept 2 linebackers out there, and they just kept eating us alive.
I don't know.
I
just have not been pleased with
Lamar's Netflix Allen.
Yeah, I just haven't been pleased.
I love Lamar.
I hope they adjust.
Yeah,
what a freaking game it was, bro. That was we told you guys, and we told Lions fans on Friday Night Lights that this was going to be a fucking great game. This was going to
even if we lost, it wasn't going to be a blowout.
But we said no one is smoking nobody, right? Nobody going to steamroll in this game. No team. Yeah. I knew it. I said it. And then most smart football fans that know football watch these 2 teams should have known better. That's why, I didn't get some of the fans like, how are you going to do it? We're going to steamroll. I'm like, no, you're not. And we're not going to steamroll you. Yeah. It's going to be a fucking really good game. Sit back, relax, enjoy. I know it sucks losing, but it is what it is. Take the L.
Nobody could have saw Mac Jones doing what he did today.
Oh, fucking Mac Jones was looking like fucking Lamar Jackson in the first half. I couldn't believe it, bro. Did you see? So I was watching Red Zone, and I know we're gonna go back to Bills football, but he's a cocky little shit, that Mac Jones. Did you see him, bro, talking shit?
Yep.
Just waving his hands like, oh yeah. I'm like, bro, you're Mac fucking Jones. Settle the fuck down.
Yeah, we're not know who you are. 716.
Yeah, I don't know.
Said we were going to get smoked by 3 touchdowns.
And he's a subscriber to this channel. I like Raven for Life, by the way. He's always been.
But he's not here to take his medicine today.
Yeah. No, he's not here. And he might be. He'll be back. He's a subscriber, and he'll be back.
I can't help it. You have a knack every time the player goes off. I have a knack. But my team's going to win mine. So
I had a bye week, so thank God I got to chill this
Barkley,
weekend.
19
Mikey.
carries, 65 yards, no tutties.
Yeah, it wasn't his day. It wasn't his day.
And then Allen, went for 400 plus with 4 touchdowns. Pretty much seals the MVP. Again, unless Allen completely falls off like over the next 3 games, which
it plays like ass, like total shit. Right?
I just don't see that happening.
I don't either.
Allen's gonna get his first MVP.
He has to.
Who was that Detroit fan that Tommy told to come back after the game? That guy, or was it Gun Guy, who was here saying we got lucky? There was another guy that I blocked. I just could not deal with him last night. I wish I didn't block him now because I would love for him to come in and see what he had to say after this.
Yeah.
Said, we're going to win by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that was like, once again, though. Now, I guarantee you this. I will guarantee you this, Mikey. That same guy is right now making excuses on why that is like bullshit excuses, or he is the first fan to go, oh, fucking Dan Campbell. He's bitching. I promise you. Those fans are unrealistic. They're bandwagon fans. I hate that. Like, just be realistic. It's okay to talk to us and say, this is why I think we'll win. But he was being very unrealistic. And that's why, and he wouldn't stop. And sometimes, bro, you got to get blocked.
You have to be bad if I'm going to block you. Right. I don't block anybody. I just couldn't deal with him.
We try, bro. We are so patient with people on here, bro.
But last night when he started saying what have the Bills done?
Yeah, in capital letters.
Yeah.
And by the way, I hate that comment. Can't stand it when people say that. Stop it. We've been a good team for a very long time, and Detroit has just started to be relevant. And I live here. I know this. So be humble. Like, know your fucking lane. Like, I don't get it.
That's on that onside with 12 minutes left was a little fucked up. Hollins loved it. Listen, that's a Campbell MO. That's what he does. Goes forward on his own side on 4th and 7. Does a weird onside kick. But you know what? When it works, everyone praises him. It just it didn't work this time. Hollins was ready for it and took it down to the 5. 1-play touchdown.
Like I said, though, I respect the second one because I think Romo was like, oh, they're going to do the same kick. They're going to do the same kick again.
They lined up for the same kick.
Lined up for the same. And boy, he fucking fooled us. They almost got us.
Nope, but they didn't. Tron was the man.
Thank God.
Johnny on the spot.
Because mind you, they had 2 timeouts, Mikey.
Yep,
2.
I know.
They didn't even have to burn any on the way down to their they burned 1. Sorry, 1 touch on that whole drive.
But they used almost the entire clock. There was 12 seconds.
No, I get that, but I'm saying if they get that onside kick, they're at the 45-ish with 12 seconds, 2 timeouts. I know they need a touchdown.
12 seconds is 3 plays.
Yeah, but it's once again, you just said it yourself earlier. Our defense we had backups in, and
if it would have come down to the Hail Mary, I bet you would have saw Keon Coleman out there.
Holy shit! I would have freaked if it was Hail Mary. We have the worst luck. I don't think I could have watched. I think I would have turned the TV on and waited for your text because I would have either got a fuck, we blew it, or woo.
I like the onside kick. I didn't like they didn't continue doing the onside kicks. Yeah. And I didn't like that McDermott and Brady got conservative once we got into the red zone on both of those late drive field goals. They got very conservative at that time. I didn't like that. I mean, the last one, nothing you can do about it. Josh threw the touchdown. They called a holding. And then the next play, Anderson, false starts.
Yeah, it just totally killed it.
You can't have that. Tommy, where's the best?
Are you in Detroit? If you're in Detroit, so okay, I'm gonna tell you right this, guys. Get Jets Pizza if you're outside of Detroit, please. Right, that is fine if you want deep dish like Detroit style. If you're out of Detroit, because they're like a franchise, right? Like a Little Caesars almost. Not terrible, but if you're here in Detroit, Cloverleaf or Buddy's Pizza. Plain and simple. if you want the best of the best. Most people say Clover. I'm just saying either one, but don't go to fucking Jets if you're here. It's a fast food. Okay, like Hungry fucking Howie's. You can eat that anywhere. So, yes, go to Buddies or Clover.
Listen, I wouldn't have called it, but I understand why he did. He thought they couldn't stop Josh because Josh was just moving up and down the field on him, and he didn't want to, have him waste all the time. Because at that time we were up 10, and with 11:30 left, we take 5, 6, 7 minutes off the clock and score. There's not enough time to come back. So he was trying to steal a possession, and it backfired.
I just thought it was a terrible decision. Terrible at that time.
I wouldn't have, like I said, I wouldn't have done it, but I understand why he did it.
I guess I still think it was awful. That's way, or if you're going to do it, no, not at all. Not at that time. Way too much time on the clock, Mikey. Anything can happen at that point. Anything. You could have, matter of fact, he could have kicked it. If I were him, if you really wanted to play it like that, kick it not in the end zone, and maybe you get a fumble on the return, like you go for a knockout. But like I said, even if you don't, you never know. Like a bad snap, anything could. I get that they couldn't stop our offense. I understand that, but mistakes happen all the time in football, right? Anything could have happened. One stupid play, one fumble, one bad snap could have turned that game. Like, why would you? Right there, you gave us free points, bro.
Before half, listen, and he does that shit all the time, Spen. So it didn't surprise me that I went for the onside because he does that.
I was shocked.
Listen, Josh was taking big hits today, but also the Lions push the limit of the big hits. They're going to hit you, whether you get penalized or not. And they were getting like 3-yard penalties because Josh hit the play and took the hit. So it was 15 yards, but there was only like 3 yards at a time.
Bro, he got rocked on that one throw.
Yeah.
Holy
he got rocked on
shit,
a few of them. He got rocked on a few
I know.
of them.
Yeah, he's true, but damn.
That Josh's basketball pass.
I know.
Sick.
I know.
It was awesome.
Yeah, it sucks.
It's one of those things that happens. It was still too early. I think it was too early too, but that's Dan Campbell for you.
If it was the old rules, that is right, Dan. You know what? That's a great point. If it was the old rules where you don't have to say anything, because now the new rules, you have to let the ref know and the team know that you're onside kicking. If it's the old rules, yeah, you know what? I could see that. Because remember in the Super Bowl, who did it in the Super Bowl? Somebody did in the Super Bowl, right? The Colts.
Saints.
What? Oh, I'm sorry, the Saints. Yes, which was a unreal play at the time. I get that. You're catching them off guard. But in today's new rules, it's tough, Mikey. You're not catching nobody by surprise. They know it's coming. You just got to get it.
But in the defense, if it would have been that way, like that same kick that just happened, and the old rules, it goes out of bounds. He kicked it too hard.
No, I get it.
Matt Collins 6'4", and he had to jump up to get it.
Right. No, I get it.
It was going out of bounds either way. But it was just a nice play by Mac to take it down to the 5.
He almost got in. He almost went on the way.
Yep.
Credit that Lions guy, defender, for catching up to him.
So let's go to the team stats real quick and look at some of the team stats because I thought.
Yeah, I got that. I'll pull it up for you.
All right, cool.
So you want me to go to the team stats? There we go.
Yep. All right. So first downs, they had passing 27-15. Rushing, we had 11-3. First downs from penalties, we had 2. They had 0. Third down efficiency, we were 5 of 10. They were 6 of 13.
Almost.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah.
They're the best third down defense in football, giving up 30%.
I know. Yeah.
We were 50%. Fourth down efficiency, we were 1 for 1. They were 3 for 3.
Unacceptable. See, that I don't like. The 3 for that's you.
And
come on,
a few of those were 3rd and long or 4th and longs.
Yes, 4th and 10 on the one drive. I mean, it's like, dude, come on, man.
They ran 9 more plays than us, 77-68. We had more total yards, 559 to 521. Total drives, we had 12-11 because of the kneel down.
Boy, so close. All these stats are close, Mikey.
Passing yards,
almost even
to 362. It was a good game.
I mean, damn, dude.
I would love to see a breakout of how the yards went quarter by quarter because I have a feeling.
Yeah, me too.
Most of these came in the fourth quarter.
Oh, for sure.
Were playing that shell defense.
There's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Okay, keep going down. Then rushing,
Okay.
197 for the Bills today.
There's
Versus
that's a story
48.
too. Yeah, that is
Penalties, yep.
wasn't match. That right there is Buffalo.
Here's the
owned it.
difference also. Red zone, 5 for 5. We were 5 for 7. 2 field goals. And we missed the field goal.
We missed one. They did too, though. They missed the field goal.
But not in the red zone.
No, not in the red zone. By the way, real quick, I know we're gonna stay on this. Fucking Bass, bro. Like I'm glad he rebounded back and made some field goals. I get it, but dude, you got to make easy chip shots.
I get it. Like,
dude,
it was the first
like,
one and he missed it. But I love that he's mentally tough now because he
that he can rebound from it. I get it. Did you see? I know you didn't notice, but chat, did you notice that he isn't wearing the one black stripe under? Yeah, he's not wearing that anymore.
He's not wearing his swagger.
No. I don't know if anyone caught that. I know it's not a big deal, but he's wore that ever since we drafted him. I don't think I've seen a game where he didn't have that one thing under his eye. I
think you can do it in the second quarter, like towards the end of half, and then in the fourth quarter. I don't know if you can kick onside in the first or the third.
No, you can't. It's the new rule. You're not allowed. It has to be in the second quarter or the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and I believe it's late second quarter. I don't think it's early second quarter. I think it's late.
Yeah, it might be even late. Yep.
You know, I think they have like a time cutoff at some point. 17-point lead, took the running game out. Yep, it sure did, and that's what you need to do.
Yes, that was the key.
Yep, it was. Okay, penalties. I do think the 2 missed red zone touchdowns hurt.
Absolutely.
It's not even the same game if we score touchdowns.
Absolutely. You're losing 14 points off the board right there.
Well, we kicked the field goal on one of them.
I'm sorry. Then you're leaving off 10. You're leaving off, what would that be? You're leaving off.
We got 0, so that would have been 10 points.
10?
So 58-42.
11? Right.
Well, that's it. I gave him 6, not 7.
Oh, okay. I got you.
With the extra point. I gave him 6, not 7. So the difference is 10 points. That gives us 58-42, and it's not even close.
Yeah.
That's why you need to score in the red zone.
Absolutely.
Turnovers, 1-0. Penalties, 6 for 49, 5 for 41. There wasn't a ton of penalties here.
There wasn't.
And then overall time possession, 32-42.
Almost even.
18.
Almost even.
Yep. And I'm guessing they had the time of possession at the end.
So the key things that stick out on those team stats real quick, the key thing I would say, looking at these stats, because it was very even. Let's just say almost time is the key stats that stick out to me is the turnover.
Yep.
Right. And I said it pregame. We didn't have one against the Rams, and we've had one all season, right? Every game, I believe. We needed a turnover here, and that was a key moment in that game. And then the other stat that is rushing. That's the only stats that I feel like we that really was the game, because they could not get the running game going, and getting down early on, it took it away, and then that turnover was huge. That turnover was massive, bro. Because mind you, they were driving.
Late helmet on Jason went unnoticed on third down too. Yeah, he slid. He also slid, and they dropped down.
That was
listen, the Lions push it.
They should have called it.
Yeah, push it to the limit, and it wasn't a late slide. It was an early slide for Josh.
Yeah,
Josh
I didn't think the hit was massive, but you could have. They could have definitely called it. They could have called.
But listen, that's what Detroit does. They push it to the limit. Sometimes they get flagged for it.
Right.
They're gonna be physical. You're gonna know that they're there. Hey guys, can I send an Instagram post by a Detroit fan saying Goff deserved MVP more than Josh if they won? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the funny thing is the media said the same thing. The media said if Goff could have beat Josh here, they thought that Goff
it would have been. I don't think
Goff
so, but
MVP.
I think he would have definitely been in the talks a little
Especially
bit more.
With the way Saquon had today.
Absolutely. Even though it's a team game, it wasn't his. He did everything he could to get them the dub.
Yep. I thought Goff played well, about as well as Goff could play. He played today.
Absolutely. I mean, he didn't really make any mistakes, to be honest with you. The fumble, which was they recovered, So it wasn't even no harm, no foul really at the end of the day. No turnovers. You know what I mean? He pretty much did everything he could to give his team an opportunity to win that game. So
I get it, but I kind of liked that the refs for the most part kept the flags in their pockets and let the teams just
did too.
I didn't like some of the calls, like some of the random holding calls that they made. I thought were kind of bush league on both sides. They were ticky tack, and they hurt the teams when it happened.
Yeah,
like one was a big pass, Josh's touchdown. Like there was no need to make the call there, but it is what it is.
Yeah,
those ran the ball good. I liked how they used Davis and Cook. I love how they used their running backs. We talked about it on Friday night, how we wanted to see them to get the running backs involved more, and we used them all day today.
Yeah, it's a big part of our offense. You got to get the running backs involved.
I mean, to get that Goff MVP, just play the Allen OK drop.
Oh yeah. So you want to repeat? You want to repeat that? And I'll play it. Of course I will.
If Goff would have beat Josh, he would have been the MVP.
Okay.
Right? If it was Mahomes, they would have done a 15-yard. Dude, Mahomes got crunched today, man. Did you see they took him out of the game? They took him out of the game.
He was limping at the end. I saw at the end of that game. Now they won. Cleveland is let me tell you, man, if Cleveland's offense, if they had, by the way, Jameis got pulled too in that game. If Jameis
because he was
the good Jameis,
he was so bad.
He was the good Jameis, that game could have been different, honestly, because KC's been struggling on offense.
Mm-hmm.
But man, you got the bad Jameis today, and the bad Jameis got yanked in that game. So.
Yeah, the run designs were top notch. I thought they used Josh at the right times today. Josh made smart calls with the RPO.
Yeah, he did.
Because a few times, like a couple times, he just ran and he slid and he didn't take the hits. Like Josh played a smart game today. He got hit throwing the ball more than he got hit running the ball.
Correct.
There was a light helmet.
That's what I said. It was light. I don't know if I would.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with them not throwing the flag.
Mm-hmm.
Mahomes got a high ankle sprain. Yeah, they taped it up and then they took him out.
He's tough though. I will say that too, man. Man, not as tough as Allen, but he's tough.
He won a Super Bowl on a.
That's what I mean. On a bad ankle. Yeah. Yep.
Bernard almost picked off that pass that went for the. Yeah, he got his finger on it.
Man.
Game of inches,
super
brother.
Close.
The NFL's the game of inches.
Super close, and that was a wrap though. They missed, and that was a wrap. That's in the end zone.
Mahomes got wrecked a few times today. Mahomes has been getting wrecked a lot this year.
Yeah.
I thought it was great to see. I really did think it was great to see Coleman and Kincaid back.
It's good to see. Yes,
my
both
favorite
guys.
part about that was I didn't see the offense have to try to figure out how to incorporate them. They just naturally.
Yeah, it was good also to see the running backs, even though it was mostly Ty Johnson. I mean, Cook got a pass too, but that Brady got them going in the passing game. Because
right off the get-go.
Yeah, we were kind of going away from that. Remember, we were like, "Why isn't the running backs?" Remember that for the last 2 weeks, we're like, "Why aren't they getting more involved in the passing game?" If you're not going to get them
down, playmakers.
I just didn't understand it. Maybe that was a thing that they understood, and Joe Brady finally realized. Hey, I haven't been using that. Got to get these guys back on. Yeah.
Aaron Glenn never got out of the man-to-man. He just kept blitzing.
No, he's stuck with it.
Yep, and man, Josh had the
he will eat you
also
alive.
you got to give credit, tip your cap. Aaron Glenn, pressured Josh, and Josh had beautiful touch balls all day today.
Dude, he made some.
He's not known for that either.
Brilliant,
he's
passes. Yeah, they were dimes, bro. Some of them.
Mm-hmm.
Man. He didn't miss too much today. Put it that way.
Yeah, I don't think Mahomes happy with his O-line either. My ex also said it's a game of inches.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. It was smart. Check your feed. See if you got something from Connor. Connor plays 33. It was smart offense. There were not covering.
Check my what? What am I checking?
Nah, don't worry about it. Forget about it.
Oh, okay.
Not big deal.
All
You know, we're at hour 20. We're about to wrap up, anyways.
Yep.
The ball of Keon was 71 yards in the air. Jesus. Oh yeah, because he stopped. He didn't throw it on the run. He stopped. He planted and he chucked it, and then took a hit.
Dude, that was a great, and I'm glad that Keon, because that wasn't a design.
Oh,
that was more Keon and Josh being on the same page at that point.
Let me see if I can go to YouTube, because we don't see the YouTube chat thing. Doesn't show up on our side. He says he put it in the chat, so let me go to YouTube and see if I can find it.
Oh, okay.
Because it doesn't pop up in our thing.
Oh, okay. Oh, like an emoji or something.
No, he said he put the video of the guy saying it.
Oh yeah. We don't see that. Yeah, it won't pop up. It'll be on a.
So I'm gonna see if I'm gonna go out to the chat and see if I can find it.
All right. Okay. And if not, by the way, if you guys ever you guys always can hit us up on Twitter. Our Twitter handles are right there. If you ever want to send us a message or whatever, add us on X. I gotta update that. Put X there.
Yeah, I don't see it.
Yeah, Connor, don't see it.
I don't see it. Oh well, we tried looking.
What it is.
Not a big deal.
We tried.
We tried. At the end of the day, that's all you can do is try.
That's right.
And if you fail, try again.
That's right.
Love me some Ray Davis. Yes. You know, he didn't have great runs, but I thought he was good. I thought Cook ran through getting
that dude.
pulled.
Yeah, I was just about to say that guy grabbing his braid or whatever, his lock of hair, and it is legal. It's totally legal. You can.
Yeah.
Hair is part of like the jersey, basically.
Josh didn't even give it his all on that 71-yard bomb. He didn't. He put air under it, which was beautiful. You know, Keon did a great job tracking the ball. Yeah, Keon did. I'm so excited that Keon's back. I'll send it on Twitter then. Okay.
Yeah, send it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I'd love to see it, but whether we can play it on here or not, I still want to see it. So make sure you.
Cook was good. Cook was good today.
Yeah.
But if we're going to talk about overall season, no. I'll stick with mine. Yeah, he's been okay. It's been good. Yeah, absolutely.
He has like 13 touchdown runs this year.
No, touchdowns are phenomenal, but we're also giving it to him more than when in the red zone. He says they're not some of them have been long runs, but for the most part, which I'm very surprised because usually Allen takes us away from the running backs.
But all year we've been giving them to him, which is
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, surprising in the red zone. Yeah,
the run game was efficient and effective today, rarely behind the sticks, and that's what you have to do against good teams.
We got a Lions fan. Lions fan here, just checking in.
Good game, brother.
Absolutely. Listen, absolutely. We said it. I don't know if you watched our channel before. You watched us Friday night or pregame. We said it was going to be a close game. These were two heavy hitters. They didn't listen. They didn't promote this game as a potential Super Bowl preview for a reason. This is the two of the best teams in the NFL. Though I thought Buffalo was getting a lot of, who have they played, which is crap. Most fans know if you watch football that we're a dangerous team, and we knew that you guys were dangerous. That was going to come down to pretty much a one-score game, like whoever had the ball last. We truly believe that, and it really could have went either way. But good game, and man, wish the best for you. I live in Detroit, so
much respect. Yeah, Tommy, does Derrick Henry fit in this offense? Yes or no? Remember,
let me think. Yes, he does.
I don't know how Dolphins fans are doing today, but
I haven't talked. I got to talk to Curtis, but I predicted Houston to win in the Shakedown show, but I thought it would be close. I thought it would be like a 4-point game, and it kind of was. But Tua had a terrible game, 3 interceptions. Ugh, not a good game.
Yeah, he cost me one of my fantasy leagues.
Sorry, buddy.
It's all good. It is what it is. What running back doesn't get most of their rushing TDs in the red zone? James Cook last year.
Yeah. Do you want to go look at his touchdown spin? Do you not remember?
Devin Singletary when he was here. Like
Right.
any Bills running back that wasn't.
Dude, are you serious right now? Right. Our running backs very rarely got touchdown. This is the first year in a long time I can remember a running back having 10 plus touchdowns. So yeah, no.
Honestly, y'all blew us out. Like at the end of the day, listen, your
No,
team
I don't
scores
think
so
so.
fast. Like I think we dominated the game most of the game, but your team scores so fast. Like McDermott went to that stupid show when we went up 3 touchdowns. I'm like, this isn't the team to do that on.
No, because they're gonna get you quick, and they're not gonna take much time off,
and they're gonna take.
And you got to play perfect football,
18-yard chunks.
Right, and our offense had to play. And I will say this: our offense almost played perfect football today. That was the key to that at the end, because we still went down and got some points. You know what I mean? You guys couldn't really get a key stop in that game, and then really the beginning of that game was really
we punted one time.
Yeah, punted one time, but the beginning of that game was the end for you guys, I thought, because you couldn't stop us. Yeah, getting down early against a good team is so tough to bounce back from. And we talked about it. You guys were first in the NFL in offense, 32 a game. We were second with 30.
Yeah.
We're going to get points. We knew this was going to happen. It was just a matter of who's going to make the first mistake, who's going to get down early, and you guys got down early, and you guys made the first mistake with the fumble with St. Brown. And really, that's the game. I guess who knows? Like I said, who knows if you don't fumble there? It could have been a different outcome. I have no idea, but that's the way that rolls.
Yep. Who had our sacks? It was Benford, Oliver, Rousseau had the sacks.
They were trying to give it to Vaughn. I thought Rousseau had it on that one, by the way.
Daquan Jones had a QB hit. Epinesa had a QB hit. Milano had a QB hit. Rousseau had 3 QB hits. Oliver had 3 QB hits, and Benford had a QB hit.
There you go.
And pressures, I don't have that in front of me, but I know Oliver notched like 9 is what I saw.
Not bad.
I'd love to see what
I want to see more Solomon out there, though. Make your sack when you get it.
Right.
Like I think he's a perfect guy to have out there on passing downs. Like get him more time. I mean, I don't need to see him the whole game, but I think he does need to be out there a little bit more often. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Same with Jordan Phillips. I really like Jordan Phillips' energy. I'm telling you guys, I'm not saying he is the man or anything, but Jordan Phillips brings that energy. He brings a little bit of juice to this defense. Helps them out.
Yeah, Connor, our offensive line played really well today.
Absolutely.
But they also, and I think I talked about this on Friday, they didn't have any dynamic pass rushers. Like they have big guys who can push and condense the pocket, but Josh had all day to throw for most of the time. Especially once McNeil went out, it changed their entire defense. Because Alim McNeil is like their man. I when they lost Hutchinson, it just crushed them. Because he was just a man-child.
I got the video. Give me 1 second.
Did you? Okay.
Yeah, because he sent it to my... So, yeah, you just talk to the chat here.
I'm sorry, Colleen. My dad died a week ago, so I believe guided us to win from Michigan. God bless. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that, Colleen. Prayers to you and your family.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that as well. It's never a
rough.
good thing.
He's gonna guide us to the Super Bowl.
There's let me see if I can blow it up a little bit.
Who says that? Who said it? Tom. Can't see the bottom.
You want me to zoom in a little bit more?
Just scroll down a little bit. Oh, or maybe I take that out. Scroll down a little bit. On the computer. I don't know who that is.
Tom Mazawi.
Mazawi? I don't know who that is. If the Lions beat the Bills and they went out, Jared Goff is more important than Josh Allen. Well, guess what? They didn't beat the Bills, so
yeah, that's
that narrative's gone.
Yeah, you can kiss that goodbye. Go ahead and delete that off your Instagram.
And thank you, Amy. If you're going to bounce out, we appreciate you being here. Yep. As Tommy and I are going to wrap this up here in a minute. Anyways,
we are. Yep.
Still can't believe we put up 48 points with no targets to Cooper. Shows you that this offense truly does just flow. Josh picks who he wants to throw it to, and no one complains.
Yep.
Yes. Thank you, Colleen's dad. for the guidance. He had
Absolutely.
10 pressures, most by a DT in a game this season. Listen, he stepped up to the challenge. We challenged him this last week, and he stepped up.
I challenged him pregame. I'm like, he needs a better DT next to him to really flourish. And today he flourished.
Man, yeah, that pancake on their center was vicious.
Oh, dude, yeah. He was playing on another level. Maybe he heard me pregame. I don't know.
Maybe he heard everybody. Yeah. Ragnow is one of the best centers in the NFL too. You know, like I want to see that Oliver this postseason.
Mm-hmm.
Where I told you spelled Buffalo wrong. Oliver also does it against one of the best O lines. Yeah. Like our defensive line showed up against the bet. They are the best offensive line.
They are the best. Yeah.
And they got their left tackle back. I'm watching TV.
I'm sure that. Let me tell you something, man. I will say this about that guy. He's a character. I see why he has a shit ton of subscribers because watching his videos where he has his meltdowns is really epic. Now I don't know if that's really truly him, and if it is, that's I
think it is.
Then
he's been that way all the time.
Yeah,
he wears his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah, he's just different. Because I know there is some fake people out there that are I think they overreact to the camera. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But if that's really how he is, he's different. He wears because even I don't do that. Yeah, like dude, I'm telling you, even if you guys, and the reason why I told you guys over and over, I would never do a live podcast while the game's going on because you're not going to get that from me. Like I'm not going to be hiding behind my chair and be like,
yeah. Tommy, it says watch the video part. Click on the arrow.
Oh shit! There's a video part. Okay, I'll put that back up now before we get out of here because I didn't see there was a video part of it. Oh, okay, there is. Let me see here. Click the arrow. It won't. I don't think no, it's like a picture. It won't let me, man. I think I have to have Instagram, and I don't have Instagram. So sure, no, it won't. There's no arrow. Yeah, sorry, dude.
He's a consistent.
I'll have to watch it later.
Yeah, he definitely is consistent. I mean, when he talks real on his channel, he talks real about Tua. When he goes on like the AFC East Roundtable or other places, he reps his team. He reps his team and he like pushes hard and
Absolutely.
But on his channel, he's legit about what he sees.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, it is what it is.
But he is different. Like I said, he is different. But I'm sure he's having a total meltdown. I honestly thought the Dolphins maybe could win. I did pick Houston though, but that's 8 losses on the year for them. I don't see them running the table. Matter of fact, I thought they're going to lose to Cleveland. I have them losing, and maybe the Jets too last game because the Jets have nothing to lose. They're at home. What do they care? So I just don't see it happening, bro.
As we end the stream, Tommy.
Yeah, we love doing this. Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it, guys? This Buffalo team who has faced nobody this year. And by the way, I've been saying it all year. The Lions were playing the best football all season. I stuck with that. I know Mikey thought Philly was, and there was some, but either way, Lions, Philly, Lions. They were still one of the top 1 to 3 teams.
The top 4 teams, I thought. Yeah. Bills, Chiefs, Lions, Philly.
In that order, or just in general?
Just in general. And people can, put them however they want. I didn't think Philly. I thought it was Philly, Lions, Bills, Chiefs is how I thought the order was.
And that's fair. And I totally understand.
I believe you said you thought
Lions, Philly, Buffalo,
Bills, Chiefs.
Yes. And today, now mind you, it's just a game, and I get it, but we did win. I would say that knock us up, and I have to, not being a homer here, we're the best team right now in football. Even though we lost last week to the Rams, I think I'm going to say this about that game. I think the Rams had a unbelievable game. I think everything was just going super right for them. Yep. Our defense played like total ass. Credit them. They got the win. But I think overall, in a whole season, what we've done, our record, who we've now beaten, I think it's safe to say that it's us and Philly and then Lions and then Chiefs. Like, I still think the Lions are right up there, no doubt about it. But and once again, this means nothing. It means nothing to nobody because I'm doing what national media does. I'm right. Here's my top 10 rankings, which changes every week. But I think right now the Bills are playing unbelievable football. Except I will say this: their defense has me a little concerned, and we'll get to that on Monday when we talk on Monday night. Yeah, that has me a little concerned. But I'll tell you what has me not concerned, Mikey, and I was concerned, and you were too earlier in the season. The offense is now finally, like, and over the last 4 games, starting to really gel, click, score some major points. Allen's looking phenomenal. Just look at the stats over the last 4 games, right? Guys are just getting involved, and guys are coming back now healthy. Like, we are starting to look like a scary offense. And I was concerned about this offense. We all were after the Houston game. Shit was not going right.
Yep.
We were a mess a little bit on offense. Defense was actually not concerned. Now it's starting to kind of flip sides. So I just wish it would be balanced, right? Going into the playoffs. That's all I want.
We're going to get some guys back that are going to be healthy.
Yeah, I get that.
And then we'll start.
Cross your fingers on Milano. By the way, I have no idea what's going to happen with that or how long.
This is the best offense Allen had in his career. I think this is the best offensive line. I don't know if this is the best offense. This is the most free offense that Josh has had. Like, it's schemed the best, and it's the most freeing offense. Like, I still think that year we lost the 13 seconds game, that was our best offense, where we had Diggs and Sanders and Gabe and Cole, and I thought that was our best actual offense. I think what Josh is doing now, Josh is playing the best he's ever played though.
Right. So here's how I see it. I think I agree with you there. We have more playmakers, but however, on the flip side of that, I think this is the best offensive line we've had. Better than that year. I think this is the best running we've done all year. Since
McDermott's been here. Since JD's left, this is the best running game I've seen.
That's what I'm saying. So you have to also add that in because we're not adding that in. And I also think this is the best play calling we've had on offense since we started this up with Josh Allen. So it's really close when you compare the two.
Dable, I think he's calling
absolutely he is, because he had, just like to your point, less weapons than we had then on the outside, but yet we're looking cleaner and better, and we're scoring more.
You
get what I'm saying?
End weapons. Because Matt, I think the guys that we have,
less high end. You're right.
Yeah, I think the guys that we have fit the roles that they need to play on this team, and they're happy to do it. Like, Mac Hollins got two targets, and he's out there blocking and jumping up and down when guys go. Like, they're just happy for each other.
Yeah.
I think team that we've had, like full team that we've had.
We're having fun. Yep. The team is really united. Like, this is a close team. Like that too. Like, I feel like the players have all bought in. Everybody is dialed in, bought in. I just want to see better from the defense move. That's all I want. Because if we could clean it up just a little bit, right? Get the defense back on track. And I know guys are coming back, but man, we could be super dangerous in the playoffs. I mean, this is a potential Super Bowl team if the defense can just get back on track. That's all I want. Get guys healthy, get back on track.
Yeah.
And boy, if our offense is going into the playoffs humming and the defense starts to come around, bro, there's no reason why we can't get to the Super Bowl.
We just need the defense to be average. With our
that's what I'm saying. Just
be
start.
Average.
That's it. Yes. That's all I want.
How about my Dawson's catch? Yeah, it was a beautiful catch.
Dude, Knox is coming around actually over the last 3 or 4 games as well. Like, I feel like he's starting to step up, and
Yeah. Back in May, I thought the wide receiver room was one of the worst in the league.
I'm with you.
Trading for Amari changed this wide receiver.
It did.
Whether Amari catches the ball or not, his presence alone changed the room.
Yep, absolutely. There's no debating that, Mikey. Like, look at the proof is right in front of us. Just him being there.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, when he wasn't there, when he got hurt,
Yeah.
Look at that game. The next game, it was not very good.
Him being on the field, his presence on the field changes things for us.
Absolutely.
Have we talked about Milano? Yes, we talked about Milano. Besides the fumble recovery, he's bad. I don't believe he was bad. I thought this was actually the best Milano game since he's returned.
I think it was great.
He's not the old Milano.
No, I think he's
looked since he's come back.
Yep, I'm with you. I think he's gradually getting himself back to being there. But the bad thing is, I don't know if this is a setback with the groin injury.
We'll have to find out. Because it might have just been a twinge, but when he came out, we were up 3 scores. They may have pulled him out as precaution.
Yeah, and we don't. I'm just saying, I don't know. We don't know the severity or anything, but it sucks.
Steelers lost today, helps us lock the number 2 seed at least. Yeah, Steelers have a rough road too down the stretch.
I didn't even know the Steelers lost today, so that's a big.
Also, that opens for Baltimore to.
Oh, that's right. Philly beat them, right?
Yeah,
was it Philly that beat them? Yes. Okay,
that opens. Baltimore has a chance to still win the division.
Wow. So yeah, Baltimore still has a fighting chance there for that. Absolutely.
It's the best offense because Allen just gets to roll, doesn't have that Stephon voice in the back of his head. No, it's not just Stephon. It's also he was trying to force things into Gabe to show he was a number 2. Like, you know what I'll say about that too, Mikey? I think that Stephon was not like that his first 2 years, guys. Like, I mean, honestly, I don't recall like Allen like having to force it to Stephon to make it happen.
Like it just
Bengals last year.
Yes, and I think it all went down from there. Like it really, and I think Diggs started to become like this. You know, if I'm not like you see, like I gotta be involved. Like he started getting a major ego, even though he already had one. But I think it really started to become more about him than the team, and that was the problem. But early on, I don't think it was. Early on, I think Josh was, Diggs was cool if he didn't have a big game. Like I don't recall Diggs complaining or showing up Allen in his first 2 years. Like I don't remember that.
It wasn't because we were winning. I still don't think the issue was between Allen and Diggs. I still think the issue was between Diggs and McDermott.
Absolutely. But the problem was though, even though there was an issue between Diggs and McDermott, Diggs took it out on Allen, I feel like. And that's the problem. And you can't have that.
Although Diggs did say this week that he thinks Josh deserves the MVP.
And then, I'm glad that he understands that. Because I think everybody
in Washington going to be good.
Agrees with that.
Yeah. Dude, Mac Hollins rules.
Yeah, bro. I wasn't a big fan of the signing. But
I love the role that he's in. I told you
I've come around
at the signing. I'm like, if he is your wide receiver 4 or 5, you are like, you're going to love this guy. And then we had to use him as wide receiver 1, and that's not what he is.
I've come around to him for sure. Like he's really like he's a definition of a team player.
Yes,
like that dude is a good dude and a good locker room guy, and I love what he does for this team.
Yep. But Cooper does what Diggs does for the offense, drawing coverages. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, Chewy. What's going on, Chewy? Been a while.
Wow, been a long time, Chewy.
Yeah.
I hope everything's good,
Josh,
man. Been a while.
MVP, right?
Yeah.
Chewy in a while.
No, it's been a minute.
Kurt Samuel needs to either run the jet sweep or get the ball downfield. Behind the line stuff isn't working. Yeah, I think some of it also is like the few times Josh did throw to him, he dirted it. Like Josh hasn't given him very many clean looks as well.
You know what, too? There's not many drops this year. I feel like for them, I have to see how many drops each player has, but it seems like we're playing. The receivers are actually catching the balls here, which is good. Like there's not a lot of drop passes, so shout out to the receivers for holding on to those passes.
Bills have the 13th scoring defense in the league, and that's letting up 86 points the last 2 games. I'd say that's better than average. I don't disagree. Scoring defense, but we also take the ball away a ton. That's why our scoring defense has been so good. Against really good offenses, you're gonna have games like this. It is what it is. Like
I think Mikey was right. Yeah, they're in the middle of the pack, bro.
They're in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. And I'm just saying they can be better.
They can.
They can be better. They could be better.
Josh equals MVP. Cam Lewis equals garbage. Listen,
I'm
not going to shit on Cam Lewis. Cam is playing out of position. He's not a safety.
Yeah, out of position. Absolutely.
He's a slot outside corner dime coverage guy. He played safety out of necessity today.
Yeah, what
And
we
I thought he
learned
did his
was,
best.
what we learned was we need our
not
guys
big.
back.
He's not big enough to play safety.
Yeah. It's not going to work, is what we learned.
I did see that, Connor, that Diggs gave Allen props for MVP. You know, I believe KC's going to lose the next 3 games by Mahomes getting banged up out there. Ooh. We'll see. I think Cooper's a home run pickup, not worried about his production. He's not worried about his production either, which is the best part about it. All he cares about is winning. You know?
Yep.
Hollins hella good. He is. I love Hollins. You know, I love him as our wide receiver 4.
1 p.m. games here on out. That's good.
Woo-hoo!
I like the 1 p.m. games.
Cooper drawing coverage. You know, it's a whole different feel. Like you can feel Josh's like freedom on the field. He doesn't worry about anything.
No, he's having fun out there. He's doing his thing. He's playing smarter, right? The turnovers are what does he have? 5 interceptions on the year?
5 interceptions. 2
That's
fumbles,
fucking that's phenomenal. I'll take
total turnovers.
Yeah, and especially for what he does. I mean, you got to remember, guys, he runs a shit ton. You would think he'd have a couple more turnovers, a couple more fumbles. Like he's done really well considering he throws a lot, he runs a lot. He's playing phenomenal football, bro. Phenomenal.
The only thing I see preventing Allen from breaking 4K passing yards is if KC clinches the first seed before week 18. Yeah, we'll have to see how that plays out. James Cook had 52 yards before contact and 53 after contact today. It's the first time player has ever done that. Wow, nice.
It's a funky stat, but hey, good stuff.
Is that part of that 53 when the guy grabbed his hair?
I think
he's ran through it.
Right.
Hey guys. What game do we
I would say last game if it's meaningless.
Yep.
Right.
If it doesn't
we're not
matter
going for the 1 seed.
Or like that,
and we're playing
already locked in.
Patriots, I think, the last game. So
I think you'll, and I truly don't believe you're going to see them sit. I believe you're going to see like we did a few years ago where Josh plays a half and then
a little bit. Yeah. By the way, too, our next 2 games are at home.
I believe it was the Shout team that sent something out, Ariel. So it would have been,
I read that. I read that too.
It was Ryan.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere. Bill's Wire actually had it.
Yeah, Bill's Wire had
on there. Yeah. So if you go on Bill's Wire, it's there too.
Cam Lewis should just stay as a special team like Cam Lewis filled in because he had to fill in.
And Cam Lewis, don't forget tricks. Cam Lewis filled in.
Yeah,
he filled in for Tehran and did excellent. And did really good. So
he's not big enough to play safety. No, Micah's not ready yet. He's still getting his body ready for the.
Yeah, he was there on the sideline. I did see him. Yep. That was good. You know,
Allen 37 TDs, 7 turnovers.
That's
Also, James Cook has been way better at keeping the ball in his hands and not on the ground. Yes,
he's never the ball. Yeah, he's never been but he's never been a fumble guy. I will say that about him. He has like 1 or 2 a season. Mm-hmm. That's about it for Cook. Like he's been pretty good with that.
37-7 for Josh is huge.
No, that's massive. You know, not to mention, I mean, if you go and look at his stats, right, just in general, like what he's done so far this season. So Josh Allen, 3,033 yards.
They don't have today's yet.
Oh, they don't have today's stats?
That won't be up till tomorrow.
Okay, so let's just say, how many yards did he have today? 3 something?
He had 376 throwing and he had 86
all right, so let's say 3,400, right? So let's say 3,400. How many touchdowns did he have throwing today?
2 throwing, 2 running.
Okay, so that's 25 touchdowns, passing 3,400, and then Allen running. What do you have today?
I think he had 60 something.
So he has about 480 on the ground, and then how many? And he had what? How many touchdowns running today? 2. 11 touchdowns. So, dude, I mean that. It's unbelievable stats. So really, we have 3
on the ground. 362 in the air, 68 on the ground. So he had another 420-yard output.
So there's 3 games left. He could potentially get over. He's definitely, I think, going to get over 500 rushing yards, right? If he has 480 now, there's no way he's only going to get 20 in the next 3 games. So he's probably looking at about, 550 to play it safe rushing. and you could tack on another
I probably have 550, 600.
3, and then not add in another 4 touchdowns running, maybe, right? 3 or 4.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, dude, that's a hell of a season, man. Over 4,000. What do you think? How many yards? I mean,
TJ
damn,
Yeldon.
bro. Like TJ Yeldon, I forgot about him. Jacksonville Jaguars. Didn't he play for us at one point?
Yeah.
Josh
would have broke the all-time.
Oh, you're right. Yes, dropped it. Do you think Cook gets 1,000 yards?
Where's Cook at right now?
Well, you said this is not updated, so he had 723.
He had 105 today.
So 827, let's say, whatever.
Yes, I think he gets
825.
I think he gets 200 yards.
3 games.
3 games.
I think you're right. I think he's going to crack 1,000.
I don't think he's going to go high over 1,000.
No,
he's going to just crack 1,000.
No, he won't. So right now, as far as NFL stats go, rushing wise, who's leading right now? Is it still Saquon? Right, it has to be Saquon. Saquon is 16-23, where he had like 60 today. They said
because Henry didn't do shit today either.
Right. So he had what? Let's say 1,700 yards. Saquon has right now.
Yeah, it's 60 yards today.
Yeah, so 1680, basically 1685. He could. I mean, we'll see. I don't think he'll get it. I think he's going to be just a little bit short, bro. And they're not going to just force it to him so he can get it, by the way. You know what I mean?
If they were going to do that, they would have done it today.
That's what I'm saying. And you know what it seemed like today, Mikey? They wanted to get it to A.J. Brown to shut everybody up. Did you notice A.J. Brown had a game today?
Yep.
And he and that whole mess about him and AJ and him and Hurts not getting along. They're not, and all of a sudden, all of a sudden, huh?
Yeah. What do you think motivated Oliver today? He played like a beast. I think he was called out by his coaches and challenged.
Yeah, and you know,
I think he was pissed off about how bad they played against the Rams.
Motivated, I think, for as much as players say they don't listen to outside noise or read Twitter or whatever, they do. A lot of them do, and a lot of them do care, because if they didn't. You want to see a lot of them respond, going, you know, oh, these guys, well, they think they're. Trust me, they definitely listen, and it bothers them. 100% it does.
They all came out and said it. They were pissed off after last week's game, and
they should have been. And I'm glad that Oliver stepped up, because he's getting paid. It's not. I'm just throwing that out there too. Yeah. Like I'm happy that Oliver stepped up, but he is also. We paid him very nice, right? So I want to see more of that from Ed, and I hope next year in the offseason or whatever. I know I'm getting ahead. I hope they get someone next to him.
I hope we go out and we draft some defense.
That's what I'm saying.
Good defensive linemen in this year's draft.
Exactly my point.
I hope we go when let's get some cheaper contracts on the defense.
Absolutely, you have to.
So we can start paying some of these guys that we have.
Build it up, man.
Yes,
build it up.
We built our offensive line through the draft. Let's build our defensive line through the draft.
It's time. It's time. Absolutely, absolutely. You're right.
You know. And the only knock I can get on this offense this year is they could have used the running backs more. Yeah, and we've been saying that for a while.
Yes.
Today.
Especially over the last, 4 games, they really went away from it. And we said it pregame, too. I think I mentioned it. I'm like, why aren't they getting involved? Get them involved. And today, boy, they did.
Yeah, third string running back. Like, they played well. I loved it. They should be pissed off after this game.
Ty Johnson, too, real quick. I think I wasn't like a big Ty Johnson fan, but I got to say, man, he is starting to become like a Mac Hollins to me. He's a guy that just team guy, comes up clutch when you need him to.
Can you believe the Jets just gave him to us for nothing? And they released him.
But you know what? Like, I'm not even mad if they re-sign him again. Like, I think he's just it's a perfect fit for him. You know what I mean? Third back, don't complain. We use him. You know what I'm saying? Like, when we do use him, it's not like he doesn't make plays. He usually comes through. So I wouldn't even be mad if you bring back Ty Johnson again. I think he's earned it. Is my point. Yeah.
So Chewy asked any word on Spencer Brown. So I just looked it up. The Bills PR team came out and said that he's being evaluated for a head injury. Banged Up Bills put out that it looked as though he initially suffered a stinger as the trainer was working on his left shoulder trap area. getting checked for a head injury per the PR. So that's all we have right now.
It's definitely not a head injury. They're just saying that it's definitely neck, because if you go back and watch the the trainer's clearly in the trap area, and it looked like he was just trying to get out a knot. Who knows? But I think they took him out for precaution, and that's fine. Spencer Brown, by the way, before that, I'm just going to say, I meant to text you this during the game. Man, he's gotten, bro. Spencer Brown is gotten so good, bro. And I'm so glad that I was right about him, because a lot of people were dogging him for a long time. And I said, be patient, be patient. We'll let him work with Cromer, let him get healthy.
He nailed it.
And he absolutely
And you were right on Torrance.
Right, yeah, bro. Torrance is another guy that he plays clean football, doesn't get penalties. He's a dog. He'll make a little mistakes here and there in pass pro, but the dude is just getting better and better. Like, and he's so quiet, bro. He just does his job, goes out there, and he stays on the field. The dude don't get hurt, bro. He's always there. Like, and by the way, too, our offensive line at whole, for the most part, has been, thank God, knock on wood, it's been healthy for the most part.
Hello, Tommy and Mikey. I've got big news today. I just heard I'm going to be on America's Got Talent and American Idol for next season. Nice.
Man, both. Bro, the most interesting man in the chat, Mr. Fulton Mraz. Congrats. Yep. I hope you do well. Let us know. Let us know when you go live. I'll watch.
Oh, dude, that was a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch that we opened the game with. It was awesome.
Yeah.
Bills need to keep Ty Johnson. He was big today. And Josh loves him. He's also our best blocking back. He's our third down back, because Josh trusts him the most.
He does. Yeah. He made some phenomenal catch, like I said.
Yeah, he did.
Go back and watch those catches from Ty.
That sliding catch was just ridiculous.
Bro, I mean, that's a receiver would make. Like, he made some phenomenal catches, bro. You got to tip your cap to Ty, man.
Spencer Brown is kind of in shape of an oval lineman. Yeah, and I love that they put that big old neck roll on him now, too.
I love it. It looks so
old
mean.
School neck roll.
I love neck rolls. Makes a player look so mean, bro.
So ask lady, did you expect Tommy to stop talking or something? Of course, he's still here.
Oh, why? He thought I would leave or something?
No, Scott left and came. He's like, oh, you guys are still here?
We were going to bounce it. Y'all kept talking.
Yeah. Set up an Xmas tree, put the lights on, came back to watch the replay, still live. We've been trying to leave for about 35 minutes, but chat keeps going, so we keep going.
I know.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, bro.
And he has a giant Fred Flintstone feet. Yeah, he does. Man, I love him. The 24-hour stream, YOLO. No, not 24-hour stream. No,
yeah. No,
we do some long ones on draft day.
4 hours, 5 hours, ridiculous. Yeah. But it is what it is. So that's it, guys. 2 hours, we're done. We're toast.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys rocking with us all night. It was a great game, an even better win.
Yes, it was.
And it goes to prove for anyone that was doubting this team that we can't beat a top team, a good team. Yeah. I think it quieted that narrative. And listen, man, we have some work to do on defense, but overall, it's great to see the team bounce back after a loss, and it's great to see this offense humming. We'll be back tomorrow at
3, Tommy.
11-3. Great, man. Fucking great. We'll be back tomorrow at 9 p.m. You don't want to miss it. If you haven't already, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up. Thank you so much, Bills Mafia. Once again, we love you. And as always, go Bills. We're out of here.
Enjoy your victory Monday.
Absolutely. Go Bills. We're out. Peace.